Hello, my name is Mubanga Kalimamukwento. I am so honored to be a recipient of a Jacobson Scholarship for 2021. I am a lawyer by training, but currently a Master of Fine Arts candidate at Hamlin University. I write short stories, novels, and poetry. In my art, as well as in my legal practice, I am drawn to stories that advance social justice for underrepresented communities. For me, that has often meant gender based violence disproportionately affecting women and children, as well as inequality in accessing life saving healthcare, specifically for people who are living with HIV and AIDS. As a storyteller, I have also explored LGBTIQ causes in Zambia, mental health care access, and child abuse. My advocacy interests are definitely inspired by my parents, but especially by my mother, who lost her life to AIDS in 1998 when I was 10 and she was 32. There's this distinct before mom and after mom for me that leads me to question how different mine and the lives of thousands of other children who were orphaned by AIDS in Zambia in the 1990s would have been different if, for example, antiretroviral treatment was more widely available sooner, or if there wasn't so much shame attached to being found HIV positive, or even if, as a society, we talk more openly about sexual relationships and place the highest value on all human life within our communities. These questions, I believe, manifest themselves in the kind of stories that I craft, promoting the same line of questioning in my readers. The strength of this, I believe, is in the inherent power of storytelling, the importance of seeing your own life reflected in stories. Unfortunately, my early experiences with literature didn't include, or very rarely included, Zambian characters, and I want to be part of changing that narrative. And I feel so honored to bring the beautiful glimpses of Zambian culture to the world, but also to be part of changing some of the harmful narratives that form a big part of my culture by challenging those beliefs through storytelling. As a lawyer, I felt that my work was most impactful when it advanced a cause beyond my own. In particular, working for women in law in Southern Africa shortly after being called to the Zambian bar in 2013 uh, really helped me see how much more work as a country we needed to do to eliminate violence against women. At the same time, I was really humbled by my experience traveling the country and speaking to traditional leaders and asking questions about where they felt culture um, affected those numbers with gender based violence against women. I wrote about some of the limiting aspects of legislation on advocating for change within Zambia in an article for the Advocates for Human Rights Minnesota that was published in January 2019. I believe that I set an example by using where I am in my journey to bring about change. But I'm also really passionate about pulling other storytellers up with me so that we fill the world's consciousness with stories of Zambia, of Southern Africa, and of the continent. My small contribution towards bringing about this change and spotlighting issues that affect my community is through editorial work that I do for Dope, which is a literary journal that's online and free and published out of Namibia. A lot of the stories published are written by writers who have no prior publishing history. And by giving them a platform, we spotlight their particular interests and bring diverse stories out to the world. I also recently accepted a role as assistant editor for the Waterstone Review, which is a literary journal published out of the MFA program at Hamlin University. And I'm very excited to see where my interest with social justice will lead the journal in terms of the kind of stories that I'll be drawn to from our submitters for the next issue. So thank you again for the scholarship. It will go a long way towards giving me time to pursue my passion for advocacy through storytelling. My next novel is a court based story that spotlights the far reaching effects of violence against women in my community by highlighting some of the cultural contributions to this vice. And I look forward to bringing it to the world. And thank you to the Hawkinson Peace Fund for their nudge along the way. Thank you.